great moment for Ross Castle, umpiring his first BFL final to bounce the ball at the start of the first semi for 1986 between the Sydney Swans and Fitzroy. A superb crowd in attendance and the ground in excellent condition despite the rain we've had over the last few days. Roberts, first kick of the match, and speaking of rain, I think we're getting a light shower at the moment as it goes down to the half-forward line. Umpire Peter Cameron has found a free kick, and the recipient at half-back will indeed be Paul Roos. Out to Gary Pert, two of the best defenders in the game, if not the two best. Out towards centre wing. Now Mark Payne to Neagle. Bolton. It's a real Melbourne versus Sydney match here as Dwyer takes the hand pass. Or Dwyer just about caught. Did he have the ball?
He got rid of the ball.
He's 50 metres out, not the longest of kicks, the longest of guys. A job in from Karoit. Off target, one behind. First point of the game, first score of the game, coming up at the 1 minute mark. Rod Carter, who's been another of the informed players this year. Not spectacular, certainly. So as such, I don't think he'll poll that well in the Brownlow, but an excellent defender. Mark taken by McGrath. McGrath goes for a pass. Oh, badly directed one. And the mark is taken at centre half back by Smith, playing his first final game as well. Only a handful of games for the Swans. Holden just about caught with the ball. Williams can't get clear. Free kick going the Swans' way. The Lions' way. The recipient will be Mickey Conlon at left half-forward flank.
The Swans putting a lot of faith in young Smith too, Bob.
They certainly are, Lou, but so far he's just done the right thing. And as we see Clayton put the ball forward.
Healy. Osborne. The tap on just a little bit too long. Roberts. Under plenty of pressure there in the forward or back pocket, whichever way you're looking at it. By Ross Castle, I think, will decide on the bounce.
Something about the pressure of a final, Lou, isn't it?
Well, I think both sides at the moment are suffering with nerves. I think Peter mentioned at the beginning of the commentary that this is a do-or-die game. The winner goes into the preliminary final, and that's mothballed for the other side.
Holden gets the hand pass out to right. He's well caught by McGrath. No free kick for that, and once again a bounce will take place just past the 2 minute mark of the quarter.
And of course the ball about 35 metres out from the Fitzroy goal. This will be a tough match because both these sides don't know how to give it. As Pekin gets upset then, or upended, picked up down there in the back pocket. A chance now for the ball to be driven away by Roberts up towards the there's a great mark taken by Mackesy.
Smith,
I should say.
He's done well again.
He has.
Well, let's hope that Tommy Hafey's faith in this boy pays dividends, because it's a big go for him. Warwood got under that. Completely outmanoeuvred. Better judgment by Roos. Goes for the long hand pass back to Blakey. Blakey's kick is a high one back towards the Fitzroy half-forward line. There's a great mark to McIver. This fella showed great form the last match we watched him play at VFL Park.
Just about best on ground.
Certainly was. Peters, the ball goes across towards Bernie Quinlan, but he's pretty well swamped. The ball hits the deck. Coming out as Holden. He's grabbed over to Carter. And what a full-back this guy's been. Not much to look at, but he's certainly a very effective player. As Wright drives it out towards that half or the centre wing position. Oh, Turner was grabbed too high, and the umpire spotted that. And Turner will take the free kick up towards or just past the centre wing position on the members' side for Fitzroy.
Fitzroy yet to go into attack, or the Swans rather.
Well, Fitzroy have got 1 point on the board with the Swans yet to score. Short pass. Getting into that one was Barwick. McIver ran into a brick wall. There were 3 Swans players there, and the umpire will ball it up right on the 50-metre mark. That's in the Fitzroy attacking zone. A very good crowd here today, round about the 60,000. It's a credit to these two sides, because I just believe that the public knew they were going to get a good game here. May not be stylish, but it'll be tough. Punched on by Quinlan, picked up by Little Dwyer. The Karoit kid over to Logan. A short pass, it's a beauty. And the ball is marked here by McGrath.
Lovely play by Logan, good play by Dwyer. Scott McIver also in the thick of things there. And so excellent teamwork. As we watch on replay, Logan putting the ball forward, McGrath having the easiest of marks. Excellent teamwork by Fitzroy.
We're waiting now on McGrath from about 35 metres out directly in front to put their first goal on the board. That's if he's successful, of course. There it is, and that is a goal. So it's Fitzroy, 1 goal, 7 points to Sydney yet to score. And we're just on the 5-minute mark of the first quarter of the first semi-final. It's a bit confusing. We're playing the first semi-final after the second semi-final. But that is something that happens with VFL football these days, isn't it?
It certainly does, Lou. on replay. Logan taking the hand pass off to McGrath.
Just over 5 minutes have gone in the first quarter, and the Swans haven't crossed the centre line yet. Almost a high tackle. In fact, it has been paid such by the umpire, and it's going Fitzroy's way to Clayton.
No doubt about it, Bob. It's a battle of nerves. Both sides are making mistakes.
Well, it's a normal finals game, isn't it? And it's very rare if you see a final game that really starts off in excellent style.
Laurie, just left of the circle, to the left half forward flank. Holden racing for it for the Sydney Swans, just inside the boundary line. Should gather it in. Hawke and McIver. Bolton and Turner out of bounds. Left half forward flank. And still the Swans across the centre line. And nearly 6 minutes gone in the quarter. McGrath. Osborne. Grabbed too high for mine. Holding the ball, says the umpire. Mackenzie to take the free kick. The hand pass is effective to Browning. Not the longest of kicks, though, from the acting Swan skipper. Morwood inside the square. Leaves it for Wright. Just about caught by Hinchin. Dwyer doing well in the first quarter. Dwyer, the half forward. Fitzroy looking good in the opening minutes of this game. Osborne and Conlon off the ground, but it ricochets, I think, off Carter's ankle. And it will be a boundary throw-in.
Well, Carter did the right thing. He went straight at him, and I think that might have put him up balance a bit because there were two messing about together, Osborne and Conlon.
So a boundary throw-in, and it will take place only about 10 or 12 metres from the behind post. Fitzroy still at attack, as they have been right throughout the match so far. Barwick attempted off the ground. Sock it away. Think it might have been from Bolton. Dwyer in everything so far, but beaten for it by Morwood. A hurried hand pass. A chance for the Swans to get clear, and they finally do. It's picked up by Murphy. Murphy to half forward. The Swans finally into attack, and Capper almost takes the mark. Perth. Grabber not in possession. Wino free kick. Bob Stilton.
I think the umpire missed that one. I think he was deciding in his own mind whether or not he should have paid the mark.
I reckon it could have been a mark to Capper.
And we just missed the actual replay of the mark, but it should have been holding the man to Gary Perth.
Smith and Rendell. Rendell wins it, but his kick is sharked. And picked up for the Swans by Bays, up towards full forward again. Almost a mark to Capper once more. So two juggles. He has got no result so far. And it's a bit like Brereton and Dorotich yesterday. They're having a bit of a wrestle.
Well, I don't know about you, Bob, but Capper looks as though he's starting off a lot more confident than he did the last match he played in.
He's showing a lot more aggression, Lou, which is good.
Yeah.
Smith dives on top of it. Now umpire Ross Castle coming in to adjudicate, and I think it might be a bounce. It will take place in the Swans' left forward pocket, so a real chance for them to get their first score on the board.
Fitzroy, 1 goal, 7 points to the Swans yet to score. Just over the 8-minute mark of this first quarter. The first semi-final for 1986. A chance now for Danaher right on the boundary line. Hooks that back towards Capper and Perth, but Capper had no hope. There were three of them there. The mark coming down now to Rendell. And the big fella's been a bit suspect of the groin injury. Breaks clear nicely. Drives it out wide looking for Turner. He's found him. He got one from Bolton. A quick bit of play on over to Blakey. Back it goes now to Pekin out there in the centre wing position. A long kick down there towards the full forward position. A great mark for two. He quickly plays on down there at half back. Goes wide looking for Murphy. He's found him. Murphy was looking to give a hand pass to Williams. Balks and gets around Pekin. Sends the ball back now towards that half forward line, but not many Swans in position. And that's Thornton going for the long kick back towards centre field. And there's little Dwyer grabbed around the neck. That'll be a 15-metre penalty against Browning. And this fella started up very well, the kid from Karoit. And look at that for a pass to Osborne. So Osborne well within kicking distance, only about 35 metres out. And a chance to put the line second goal on the board. They've already got 1 goal, 7 points to Sydney yet to score. It was a great bit of play on the part of Dwyer, Bob.
It's an excellent piece of play, Lou, and he shows the typical courage that he has shown from the moment he walked into league football.
There's the kick now by Richard Osborne. And that is pretty good. It's another goal. So Fitzroy up to a great start. 2 goals, 1-13 to Sydney yet to score. And we're into this quarter, the first, by just on 10 minutes. So they're in a bit of trouble. That couple of goals early, Bob, gives you a lot of confidence, doesn't it?
And replay now from a different angle. We see Richard Osborne. That's a beautiful kick by Osborne. normally a lovely kick, and that one was no exception.
Goal kickers for Fitzroy so far, McGrath and Osborne. The Lions lead by 13 points. Only 10 minutes into the first quarter. The Swans have been into attack all but once. Williams from Smith gets around Barwick. Runs into actually his teammate, I think, and hold it.
That's a ridiculous decision for mine.
Couldn't agree more.
I always thought the player making the play had to get the benefit of doubt.
Thornton takes the free kick. The half-forward, knocked away from Quinlan. Bolton goes for the hand pass. Might have been a high tackle on Murphy. Bolton goes down. Plenty of weight being used in the first quarter as Healy hits the net. Logan's kick a short one. Same player. Holden at the back. Went the punch. McGrath. He's played well so far. Ball brought it up to Osborne. Doesn't get the bounce that he wanted. It's Mark Browning to retrieve the situation for the Swans. And a long kick by the acting captain. Up almost, in fact, to the centre wing. Right. Gets the good bounce. Went for the knock-on. Hinchin was there. Dwyer grabbed with that in possession. Against Morwood. Free kick and a 15-metre penalty from umpire Peter Carroll. He's played well in the opening minute. Dwyer. Hawke gets it onto Carter. Danaher. Attempted smother. And finally picked up by Clayton. Turner marking it half forward.
This fella started off all right too, Robert.
Well, Fitzroy playing a lot better at the moment, Lou. They're teaming together, they're moving on, and they've got there's no excuse now for that one. Now, there was Barwick. I mean, in no man's land, completely clear, and yet not a Swan opponent anywhere near him. And there's a typical shot, beautiful camera work, and Barwick having nobody near him at all.
Well, it was left to Carter to try and smother me. He's got his hands full looking after Quinlan.
So Barwick directly in front of goal, 35 metres out, hit the post. So the Swans breathe again, with Fitzroy doing all the attacking. The quarter about half over, nearly 13 minutes gone, and the Swans have only been into attack once. 14 points the difference as Carter brings the ball back into play, favouring the members stand side.
Oh, there's Dwyer flying high. The kid's hot today as we see Osborne go down as he tries to crash through the pack. Back it comes now to two. He shows a lot of aggression. Gets a good hand pass to Williams. Over to Bolton. The racehorse is running clear. That's a bad kick, a shocker. There's a chance now for the ball to be pushed out to right. A hand pass for the umpire. So it'll be a free kick. It'll go against the Swans. It'll go there to Rendell. Rendell going across to Bolton to tell him to pull his head in for having a go at Thornton. Now we'll have to pick up who's getting the free kick. Both sides are confused. It'll go to Rendell. I don't know what for.
In the back.
In the back, was it? Short pass. Hinchin. A long kick over centre half forward. Quinlan comes out, trying to smother the ball as they go for McGrath. A shot at goal. But it's hit the point post and it's out of bounds. So that'll be a throw in right against that position. In Fitzroy's attacking zone, they're 2 goals, 2-14 to Sydney yet to score. 13 and a half minutes gone of this first quarter of the 1986 first semi-final. Stevie Wright runs back there into Quinlan, ducks his head, and the umpire will ball it up. Well, there's a couple of doubtful players in the Sydney in the Fitzroy side, mainly Bernie Quinlan, number 5, and Rendell. But Rendell started off okay. And that's Bernie Quinlan having a hurried snap. Back it goes to Hinchin, taps the ball to Conlon, and he might have put that through. What a goal! Oh my goodness, what a goal that was by Conlon.
Fitzroy's third, 3-2, the Swans get to score.
I think that could almost go down as one of the goals of the year because of the situation, the pressure, and everything else that's associated with us. On replay now, we see Conlon snapping with the left foot, and that's a magnificent goal by Mickey Conlon.
14 and a half minutes gone in the first quarter, and Fitzroy looking really good. And Conlon would certainly be a more confident player. Things are not going the Swans' way. That'll be a free kick for someone going over
no
the square.
excuse for that, Lou.
Certainly not. Rendell. And they've given a tremendous task to Smith to cover Rendell because he's one of the best ruckmen in the league. The ball punched away by McGrath, knocked on by Thornton, grabbed by Neagle. Many of the Swans players out of position and out of play today so far. This is coming into meter now as Ruse Over he goes. Oh, he's well collared by Williams. Brilliant play as he sharked it off him. Drives it down there looking for more. And Kappa flies. Punched away by Pert. Kappa goes after it again. They pounce on him. He got one from Pert again. Everybody's throwing themselves out of the umpire's foul. A free kick. It'll go to the Swans. It'll be Big Smith to take the free kick. He got one too high. He might have got a knock on the nose. I think his nose is bleeding pretty badly as we see Smith drive the ball up there towards the full forward position. Oh, there's a Bayes nearly taking a mark. Bolton comes in, he's grabbed, he threw it out. Thornton goes after, tapped on again. There's a go for little Dwyer. What a good first 15 minutes he's playing. He went for the boundary line. That was sensible play by the young fellow there, and the ball is out of bounds. At least it gives his defenders a chance to pick up their men.
Boundary so ending the Swans' attacking zone, but Fitzroy have taken the points in the first 16 minutes, clearly. Smith is loose head, bleeding profusely from the nose. Dwyer in the thick of things again, likewise Healy. McIver puts the tackle on him, but it's going to be a bounce at the Swans' left half forward flank.
I think if you find that the Swans get a goal here, it'll make a world of difference. It'll lift their morale no end, Peter.
Well, they haven't done much to suggest that they're even going to get a goal. Smith knocks it down. Umpire's found a free kick for Fitzroy again. They're getting the armchair right in that regard so far.
Well, he's in front, Pete.
Yeah.
Get the benefit of the doubt, and Dwyer was first to the ball.
He's playing well,
was pushed in the back, was tackled too high, and surely a free kick.
Just about best on the ground at the moment. Little Dwyer is playing a ripper game at the back. Mackesy went the spoil. McIver overruns the ball. Finally picked up to the line by Logan. Loose ball just about in the 10-metre square. Osborne off the ground, misses and through for 1 point.
There wasn't much else Richard Osborne could do there, because he knew if he took possession of the ball, then he would have been tackled by Bernard Toohey and could have easily have been penalised. So he had to take the chance on the Maradona-type goal.
6 scoring shots to 0. Bob Skilton, our soccer expert, will have further comments later. Neagle's kick. Now towards the centre wing position. Ball picked up by Mark Bayes. Down towards full forward. Morwood, about 35 metres out. Marks directly in front. And they really need this one.
Well, Pete, he was only going to do a foolish thing. He was going for a pass. Now he's well within kicking distance. He can kick a football too.
Well, when I saw him move there, I thought of that one yesterday
with Platten.
And you know, Platten didn't move anywhere near as far as Morwood did then.
So Tony Morwood off target. The Swans get their first score on the board, albeit a point. It took them 17.5 minutes to get it. They trailed by 20 points.
Well, it might be a help, that score. At least it's given them a start, Pete.
Broken their duck.
That's right.
Gary Pert. A 55-metre kick and a strong mark taken by Murphy at left half forward flank. He's gone for the hand pass. Healy underneath of Dwyer. He's gone at everything so far for Fitzroy. Williams has the opportunity. Logan beats him to it. The hand pass not a good, but that's surely a free kick to the Swans. And the recipient will be Paul Hawke at centre field. A play on call from umpire Peter Cameron at the edge of the square. Hawke long into the 10-metre square. That might be a free kick, is it? No. I thought it should have been. Yes, so did I. Bolton the opportunity. The opportunist. Knocked away by Turner. Bayes, left foot snapshot is out of bounds, I think. And the free kick will go Fitzroy's way in the right back pocket.
Not enough talking by the Swans on that occasion, because Bayes was clear. He wasn't to know it. We could see it, of course, but Mark Bayes wasn't to know, so they should have told him.
Pekin takes the free kick at the back of Rendell. No mark for Mayan. The ball fired out. That was by Pekin, so he couldn't have kicked off unless he made a million miles an hour. Picked up by Bayes. Oh, plenty of mistakes made by the Swans. Morwood loses out to Thornton. Dwyer playing a ripper game. Neagle tries to effect a hand pass, not successful. And it will be a bounce at the right half forward flank. We've been playing in the first quarter, 19.25 minutes.
It'll be a ball up about 30 metres out from the Swans goal. They're trailing by 20 points, yet to score a goal. Knocked out by Rendell, picked up by Williams, back to Neagle. This could be a good score, doesn't make the distance. Bird in front, wouldn't take the chance, went for the punch on, and the ball is out of bounds. And of course, you don't take chances when you've got a high flyer like Kappa. This fellow, as Pete said at the beginning of the commentary, possibly the best fullback in the business in Australia. At the back is Danaher, gets a hurried kick, it comes back to Morwood, straightens up, ready to fire. It's a shocking kick. This could be a goal from Bolton.
He's got it.
No, about that. We'll wait and see. It's a goal. Yes, that's their first, coming at the 20-minute mark of the first quarter, so that may give them a bit of encouragement. 1 goal, 7 points Sydney. The Fitzroy, 3 goals, 3-21.
In the last 5 minutes or so, Lou, they have continually been in attack, and I think that's just the thing they needed. As on replay, we see Tony Danaher to Tony Morwood, out to David Bolton, and the snap from Bolton right through the centre, and that's just the thing that the Swans did need.
Just over the 20-minute mark, 14 points the difference in favour of Fitzroy, who were bombarding the goals in the first 15 minutes, but the Swans have come back, knocked out by Smith. Punched on by Hinchin, out it goes to Conlon, a hurried kick. Kicked a miraculous goal about 5 minutes ago, a chance for Brownie, went the punch, and wisely too, because there's Williams out there on his own. He wards Dwyer up over to Neagle. And the ball finally driven up there by Roberts over their half-forward line. Roos missed it as a go for the goal here now. Morwood breaking clear over to Bays, running to an open goal, fires! And that's another goal, so the Swans are now back in business. We said before, that score before would certainly give them encouragement. 2 goals, 1-13 to Fitzroy, 3 goals, 3-21.
Although he had no play in it at all, great play by Darren Mackesy down there at centre half back. He got the ball down and enabled the ball to go forward. As on replay now, we see Tony Morwood give it across to Mark Bays, and from about 25 metres out, the big tall left footer right through the centre.
21 and a half minutes gone in the first quarter. 2-1 plays 3-3. 8 points in favour of Fitzroy. As they get booted forward again by Pekin. Carter in the road.
Oh, kick it.
Long kick by the tilt. Up to half forward. Hinchin got 2 hands to it at the back of the pack. Kappa, right. Long hand pass. No one there at all for the Swans. Pekin again, defending well. The kick badly directed. Neagle has a look, decides to go long. Oh, Fitzroy again, could have raffled it. Picked up by Roos. Not taken by Lurkin in front of Murphy. Almost a 15-metre penalty applicable. Mackay.
Swans looking more aggressive now than they did in that first 15 minutes, Bobby.
They've settled down a bit, Lou, and I think at the moment it's a 50-50 bet because both sides are going all right.
Osborne short of the right half-forward flank. He's gone for a pass to Quinlan. Browning and Carter go the punch. Finally picked up for Fitzroy by Turner. Not a good hand pass. Williams gets it to Holden. Holden's kicked back towards centre wing. Smith doesn't get a good bounce. Hawke shows him how it should be done. Bays. Smith again with Pekin. Pekin's got the better pace. Smith gets the better position. The knock-on effective. Morwood in front. Ball out of bounds there in front of Blakey.
Smith's done a good job so far, Pete. He showed a lot of aggression and showed good turn of speed there. And his attitude has been tremendous.
Well, his best work is around the ground too. His ground play hasn't been that bad either, Bob.
It's been good, Lou. 3 kicks and 1 handball so far, plus a couple of tap-outs.
Healy trying to get clear. Not successful. And it will be a bounce about 55 to 60 metres from the Swans' goal. They're kicking to the Johnny-Mont end in the first quarter. Fitzroy to the main scoreboard end. Rendell over to Clayton, but the umpire found a free kick. The advantage well played. He confused everybody there.
Certainly did.
Now it's a kick to Browning. He's taken the mark. Browning on centre wing. Fitzroy's disposal lacking a lot so far. That's a mark free kick or whatever to Pert. To Roos.
Poor disposal by Browning. Tony Danaher had led, nearly kicked it straight to Roos.
Roos from left half-back flank. Mackesy at the back. Almost cannoned into an opponent there too, but the umpire says play on. Hand pass. It comes out to Healy. And again, poor disposal. This time it's Thornton, the recipient. Thornton, long to half-forward. Carter and Quinlan. 2 of the veterans off the ground for Pekin. Here's a chance for Barwick and Conlon. They both overrun the ball. Barwick, Roberts, Holden on the boundary line. And you'll see that the ball was effectively over it and a boundary throw into Fox.
Out of bounds about 30 metres around from the Fitzroy goal. They're 8 points in front. 3 goals, 3-21 to Sydney. 2 goals, 1-13. Just on the 25-minute mark of the first quarter. The ball knocked back in out of Osborne. A snap at goal. It's a high kick. It'll come. It'll make the distance. No, it won't. Punched on that time by Mackesy and through for 1 point. So it's 9 points the difference. But the Swans certainly playing a lot better now in this latter stage of this first quarter. Both sides have settled down. There were plenty of nerves out there as we see Rendell go for one. Picked up by this little fellow who's played a slashing game, Dwyer. Well, the kick is not a great one, and there's Healy. What a season this fella's had too. He must be a contender for the Brownlow too, Bob.
It'll be a rough chance, Lou.
There's the ball kicked out wide towards Williams, coming across to mark this one. Got away from Logan. Logan still after him. He's trying to give that slick hand pass. They're awake to that. They've got him covered. He's gone for a pass. And Bayes has got the mark and the free kick, and this young fella started it. It's amazed me why they've always played him on the interchange bench. I reckon he's a star player.
I'll go along with that one.
There's the kick by up there towards Capper at the back is more. Look at that! Oh, that's the mark of the round. What a great mark by Tony Moore. That's a ripper.
So I think they learned from that other game, and that could nearly be the mark of the year, that one.
Just a think at his best.
Got a chance now to score a goal here. Certainly deserves one. So that's another goal at the 26-minute mark of the first quarter. So the Swans are really up there with them now. 3 goals, 119. For Fitzroy, 3 goals, 422. And what a mark that was by Tony Moore.
It's worth another look, isn't it? Let's
have a replay now. We see Mark Bayes put the ball forward, and look at this for a mark. I'm sure they've learnt from that game last week that you don't play Tony Moore at centre-half forward. From behind the goals, right through the centre from Tony Moore.
26 and a half minutes gone. Ball back towards the Fitzroy half forward. Not a chance now for Murphy to pick it up. He's grabbed. The hand pass is not too good. Well played by Osborne. Knocked it on, then grabbed it himself. A hurried shot towards Bernie Quinlan. He could go for the goal. Quinlan will get it. Well played, Bernie Quinlan. Oh, Silverberg got it through. And look at them there. Tickle pick with it. 3 goals, 119 Sydney. To Fitzroy bouncing back again. 4 goals, 428.
Well, to some people it may have looked a little bit lucky the way the ball bounced, but if you watch the athleticism of Bernie Quinlan there, the ball bounced wrongly for him in the first place and it went back, and he trapped it beautifully. There was the great skills of Bernie Quinlan, and that's why he's been what he has been for so long.
.27 and a half minutes gone in the first quarter. Quinlan's first goal. It would be interesting if we saw a grand final. At Pigeon, not too concerned about proceedings. We saw Bruce Dool line up on Bernie Quinlan in the grand final. That'd be a sight, wouldn't it? 2 old timers. Mackenzie, short ball to half forward. Thornton's kick is also short. Just clears the centre square area, but a mark on centre wing. Osborne, a little bit late on Murphy. Might have been at the back against Bayes. Clayton. Hinchin from left half back. Good shepherd by Roos. Bayes, some soccer tactics. Not successful, and everybody pounces on it. It will be a bounce.
Great desperation by both sides there, Pete. It was tremendous play by Roos. Bayes trying to get the ball clear, but it was well smothered by Roos. And Smith doing a great job for the Swans as well.
9 points the difference. 28 and a half minutes gone. First quarter. Rendell had a big swing, but not really too effective as it goes to Neagle. Neagle gets around Clayton, spears the ball into the forward pocket, and Capper from number 1 in front of Perth.
Great pass by Neagle.
How often have we said, Lou, that that's what Capper has got to do? You just can't rely on going for the mark. When you've got a player like Perth in particular, you have to vary your game, lead this way, lead that way, and really change your game around.
Lead a little bit late. Don't telegraph it, Bob, either.
Capper, about 48 metres out, has missed. The difference is 8 points. That's his first score. I think Capper certainly has the talent, but in a one-on-one duel, I think you'd have to back out Gary Pert. 4-4 plays 3-2 in the first semi-final. The winner to tackle Hawthorn next week. And if Fitzroy win, I don't think the Hawks have had many good night's sleep during the week. Pert over the top, probably spoiled Osborne.
Yeah.
Osborne, beautifully done. Pekin to centre wing, too long for McIver. Coming out there is Conlon. He kicked a miraculous goal before it. He gets on top. Good night, Swans. Into the square. A strong mark taken right on the siren by Mackenzie. And at quarter time in the 1986 first semi-final, the scoreboard shows Fitzroy leading by 8 points, 4-4 to 3-2.
Name one that's not.
Sevens Big League from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. We begin the second quarter with Fitzroy leading by 8 points, 4-4, plays 3-2. The Lions getting off to a good start, but the Swans coming back in the latter part of the first term. As umpire Peter Cameron has decided on a bounce just off the edge of the centre square. Paul Hawke, the last to get up from that skirmish. Rendell and Smith picked up by Thornton. Mackenzie, strong mark. Still the Pigeons are out there. They're keen this afternoon. Mark taken by Wright. He was a little bit quiet in the first quarter. Bayes tries to knock the ball to the ground. Picked up by Danaher. Gets ridden into the ground. Umpire Peter Cameron says holding the ball. That's a bit harsh.
Certainly was.
Ruse threads his way through some rather heavy traffic.
Beautiful pass
to Hinchin, yes, excellent. Hinchin to half forward. Not quite the same about that one, but here goes Barwick streaming forward. 30 metres out, has a shot at goal, but is well off target. And it scores only one behind to make the difference now 9 points in favour of the Lions. 29 plays 20 at the minute and a half mark of the second quarter. Darren Mackenzie playing, you said at centre half forward, Bob, wasn't it? A centre half back.
Pete.
Over the top, McIver. Williams. Tahiri. Well, knocked away by Turner. Thornton's in there with him. Patted on by Hawke. Picked up by the speedster Bolton. Ruse in pursuit of him. Bolton's shot is well off target though. And through also for 1 point.
Obviously not a lot of talk there, Pete, because he had plenty of time to steady and run in, and it's the players around you who have to tell you. You don't know who's chasing, who's close. You've got to be told by your teammates.
9 points the difference, just past the 2 minute mark.
Oh, just about a mark to Murphy. He's paying it. Player that's working very hard today for the Swans too is Hawke, Bob.
Doing a good job so far, Lou.
Up towards Kappa. He's covered there. Morwood's there too. Punched out by Pert. He's found a free kick. It'll go to Kappa for a push on the back. That might have been a bit technical. I think Pert could have been a bit 15-metre penalty.
If you watch the replay, Lou, you'll see that Pert was all over the shoulder of Kappa. Early before that.
Okay, Kappa knew that it was a free kick, and that's a goal. That's Kappa's first. And that makes the difference only 2 points now. That'll give him a bit of encouragement. 4 goals, 3-27 Sydney to Fitzroy, 4 goals, 5-29.
Or a Kappa bringing up his first goal. We may be able to take a second look at that earlier now.
There it is there.
On the shoulder there. Oh, yes,
not a doubt about it.
Okay, we'll go back to the centre. I still think it was a little bit technical, but still, they all count.
If you grab a man on the shoulder, Lou, it's a free kick.
Okay, Bob, I won't argue with you, mate.
We had 3 Brownlow medals at our table today at lunch, and Bob won all of them.
That's right. Centre bounce again. 2 points the difference. In favour of Fitzroy, knocked out by Wright the second time. Clayton tried to break clear of the pack. They soon swallowed him up, and the umpire will ball it up again at centre field. Fitzroy, 4 goals, 5 to the Sydney Swans, 4 goals, 3. There's a chance now for Morwood to get it out to Tui. Fumbled the ball, but still tapped it on. Right in a bit of trouble. A hand pass to Danaher. He couldn't get clear. He's not having a very good trotty today as the ball goes over to Logan, taking it away from the danger zone. There's a chance for Mackenzie. He's got the mark. The umpire said play because there's an advantage rule played there to Roberts. Out it goes wide, and Williams in front. Did he get one on the back from Clayton? The umpire said no, as Clayton just saves it in the nick of time from going over the line. Back it comes to Holden. Caught one from Barwick. He falls on top of the ball, and the umpire will ball it up, or is he going to give a free kick? It'll be a ball up on that half-forward line. It's a heck of a distance out from the Fitzroy goal. And they're in front by 2 points, just on 4.5 minutes gone of this second quarter. McGrath got that one down. The umpire said a ball up again. Still up towards the Fitzroy half-forward line on the members' side of the ground.
Great tackling by Fitzroy. No free kick possible there, but excellent tackling.
Bounce again, same spot, knocked away by McGrath, Browning and McIver. Williams, bad hand pass, intercepting his Osborne. Mackenzie in trouble, tries to get out of trouble, too long. Well, I thought he affected the hand pass in time. Umpire Peter Cameron disagreed. Free kick to go to Pekin. bad defence by Fitzroy, by the Swans.
You must have known it was going to Logan, did you, Pete?
Logan to half forward. A chance for Murphy. Murphy goes long to get them out of the danger zone. Up the Hawk. Hinchin spins out beautifully onto Turner. Turner long to half forward and Osborne behind. Couldn't mark. Tui in front. Played it well. Osborne recovers the better. Into the goal square. Conlon with a bounce for him. It won't. It goes the other way. Carter in pursuit. Conlon out of bounds. Banana ball. And 1 point, I think.
If you'd have kept that one, it would have been better than the one before.
Amazing goal. The one in the first quarter, that was. As Bob said, that would have even been better. Browning brings the ball back into play as we approach the 6-minute mark. Dwyer at the back, cannoned into by Williams. McGrath comes in for assistance.
He's a very aggressive player, Williams. He looked no hope to get that one then, but he still stopped 2 of them from getting clear, Bob.
Well, that's the greatness of Williams, and it's not often I term a player who's only played 3 seasons of league football a great player.
Certainly is.
No one got an effective tap out of that. And umpire Cameron will once again bounce it in the same spot.
Big of a mess there, wasn't there?
It was. Nearly 6.5 minutes gone. Hinchin gets around Holden to get his kick in. It might be out of bounds on the full unless it was touched, and I don't think it was. And so a free kick will go down there in the left back pocket to be taken by Rod Carter as we approach the 6 3/4 minute mark of the second quarter.
And the difference, 3 points in favour of Fitzroy as the ball goes back there. Oh, that'll be a free kick and a mark to Neagle. And incidentally, Neagle's played a fairly good game up to this stage of the match. It goes out wide. Hawk, a real dogged player as he picks that ball up in the centre wing, drives it down to the forward pocket. Bay's having a battle there with Laurie. Ball tapped on by Ruse. A hand pass, a good one, coming out now to Perth. They've worked well together, those two. Probably the best combination. Oh, Brown, did he get one in the back? The umpire spotted. I think Browning may have helped it a bit, but he's got the free kick. Now, Browning's a good kick. He should go for the big long one here because that's the way to go. They're all making, that's what he's done. He's gone for a long kick. Players set themselves. It hits the deck. Grabbed by Healy. Over it goes to Morwood. This could be a goal and put the Swans in front. It is. Good play on the part of Healy. That's Morwood's second. He spotted him. 5 goals, 3:33 Sydney to Fitzroy. 4 goals, 6:30.
And full marks there to Warwick Kappa. Warwick led. He got right out of the way and made the open space, and that enables players like Tony Morwood to drop back, and obviously Warwick Kappa has heeded instructions as we watched on replay. Morwood putting the ball through, but that's the job of a full forward. It's not just getting the kick yourself, it's making the space for others.
Just over the 8-minute mark, 3 points the difference, or a missed kick that time. Has the chance for Clayton to get it out wide. Comes down towards McGrath. McGrath's kick is a short one, coming up to Bernie Quinlan. Knocks it on, good play over to Connell. They'll get the lead back here as he runs to an open goal. He won't give it a Barwick. He fires a goal. That's his second. So it's seesawing the lead now. It's Fitzroy in front again. 5 goals, 6:36 to Sydney, 5-3-33. And what a final series we've had this year.
Listen, there's not much you can do about play like that as we watch on replay. Mickey Conlon doing well to actually, in soccer style, put it forward in the first place and then trap it beautifully from another angle. It's the replay again. Beautiful ball and a lovely goal to Mickey Conlon.
Conlon's second goal puts Fitzroy back into front, into the lead, I should say, just past the 9-minute mark. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Barwick gets it back to centre wing. Clayton, high kick to the 50-metre line. 2 Swans players are there. Good teamwork. The mark taken by Hawk in front of McIver.
Fellows played a real Terriers game today, Hawk.
One of their best. Goes out wide to the centre wing position to Danaher. Williams, good hand pass again onto Healy. Hasn't been his scintillating self today, but a good long kick on this occasion. Capper in front. Knocked away again. Turner. Oh, beautiful hand pass from Bolton to right. Oh, grabbed too high.
Well, he'd had to pay the free kick because he couldn't have gone on with it right. He was stunned a bit too, Bud.
So perhaps the Swans can regain the lead. Let's watch the tackle again. Yes, there it was there. Not much doubt about that. So Stevie Wright at the 10-minute mark of the second quarter can again regain the lead for Sydney. He's directly in front of goal, about 35 to 40 metres out. He likes it. The goal umpire concurs. Likewise, Gerard Healy, and the scoreboard shows the Swans again lead by 3 points, 39 to 36.
Darren Mackesy doing an excellent job at centre half back for the Swans, showing real aggression. On replay we see that's the high tackle, and there wasn't any doubt that Stevie Wright. And from behind the goals now we see it right through the centre. A lovely goal to Stevie Wright, who has got Graham Hinchin both on camera at the moment as his shadow.
3 points the difference, 10 3/4 minutes into the second quarter, 39 to 36. That was Stevie Wright's first goal. Knocked down by Smith, but not a long knockout. From Rindell at the centre wing. Hawke again. Now a little bit of a to-do behind play, but the play does continue. Oh, high tackle on Hawke. Umpire has seen it. And McIver up front.
Someone upended Tony Smith at the centre of the ground just a moment ago.
So a free kick going to Paul Hawke on the right half-back flank. Not a good kick. Williams. Healy. Grabbed well by Pekin. Loose ball for Roos to pick up.
Almost a throw it,
Clayton. Right again. And it will be a bounce right on the boundary line at the Swans' right half-forward flank.
I think you'd have to say these are two of the best tackling sides in the league.
Both sides showing great aggression, and both a credit to their coaches.
Danaher thumps it forward, but it's out of bounds. A boundary throw in at the 50-metre line as we approach the 12-minute mark of the term.
And it's the Sydney Swans 6 goals 3-39 to Fitzroy 5-6-36.
Keane about to come on, it looks like.
Clayton goes after it, picked up by Roos. The kick is not a good one. Osborne gets a hand pass, a bad one over to right by mistake. This is Hawke, and I said before, doing a great job over to Murphy from 50 metres out. Has a long shot. This is not a bad kick, but it won't quite make the distance. And it's through for 1 point. It puts them 4 points in front now. So it's 6-4-40 Sydney to Fitzroy 5-6-36. Blakey off the ground. Swans are no doubt settled down a lot better now.
They're playing much more cohesive football in this quarter.
Hawke goes the punch out to Williams. Williams in a bit of trouble. He slick passes over that time to Tony Smith. Over to right. A chance for a goal here. This is a long kick. It hit the post. So they're 5 points in front now, and they're really bombarding the goals, the Sydney Swans. They know, and so does Fitzroy now. The loser today, it's mothballs for them because the winner goes into the preliminary final against Hawthorn, and the chance to play Carlton in the grand final for 1986 as the ball goes out there. That's a long kick into play. Off the top of the pack as they go for Little Dwyer. Bounces beautifully for him too. A hand pass coming over to Barwick. Gets back on his right boot. A long kick up there to Bernie Quinton and Carter. Ah, great mark. Outmaneuvered Carter. And that's experience for you. Bit of a boxing going here between Cotton and Carter.
Used his body beautifully there. He read the play as the ball was coming down the ground. A lovely kick from Barwick, and that's excellent football to get it down and make it a 2-out duel. And you saw Bernie Quinlan there keep the arms out and keep Carter away, and then dive forward at the last minute. Beautiful body work from Quinlan.
Well, there's Superboot going for his second goal. He's got it through. So they're back in front again. Fitzroy. 6 goals, 6-42. Fitzroy to Sydney, 6 goals, 5-41. A difference of 1 point as we approach the 14-minute mark of this second quarter of the 1986 first semi-final.
I notice on replay as Quinlan takes the mark, and Keane has gone to centre half-back. Roos out onto the half-back flank to go wherever Tony Morwood goes.
14 1/4 minutes gone. That was Bernie Quinlan's second goal. The Lions once again back in front, but by only 1 point. 42 plays 41. Knocked away by Smith. It's to Clayton though. Clayton's knockout to half forward. Fitzroy to attack again. Beautiful body work again by Quinlan. He could make it 3 if he's accurate. A shocker though. Out of bounds. Will it be in front of McGrath? No. He has kept it in play. Browning.
Good talking by Holden there.
Looks for Williams. Can't find him. Almost out of bounds on the full. And the boundary throw will take place just short of the centre wing. Still in Fitzroy's attacking zone. 6-6 plays 6-5. After Fitzroy had the first 3 goals on the board before the Swans had scored. Mackesy at the back, loses that one out. Barwick. Conlon. The two tacks combining well. Conlon off target though at only 1 point.
2 goals to them, Michael Conlon now.
He wasn't going to give a hand pass. 6-7 to 6-5. 43 to 41.
Well, he didn't have to give one there.
No, I know.
He should have kicked that, actually.
He should have kicked it.
He settled down nicely, but it was all astray with his kicking.
Not with that goal in the first quarter.
No, that was a magnificent goal.
Carter goes straight up the ground. A great exhibition of kicking by Carter and Pert today. Tui, almost a mark. Hinchin, good hand pass. Barwick, McIver, touched off the boot, I think. We'll wait and see what the umpire's calling. Yes, Roberts had to punch it clear. Murphy, Carter, good shepherd by Murphy, gets clear of Osborne. Carter goes long again to centre wing. 2 Fitzroy players are there. Easy mark taken by Matt Rendell. Fitzroy skipper seems to be moving okay after the injury that kept him on the sidelines last week. Over the top, Osborne. Has he got it? No. Didn't think he held it long enough. Hinchin might have got it to the back of an opponent. It will be Murphy to take the free kick at half back.
Fitzroy player in real trouble back there. It looks like Quinlan.
Is it Quinlan, is it?
Yes,
it is. And that big pack of players before. Richard Osborne might have catted into the back of him.
Carter's a bit sore and sorry as well.
At the back of the pack there, yeah. In front of Smith, knocked away by Rendell. McIver taps it forward for Hinchin. Well, bounce doesn't favour Mackesy, it does McGrath. Holden tackle is late. Shot at goal was off target, though it's out of bounds on the full. Bernie Quinlan still in the hands of the trainers down there.
I noticed it cut.
Let's see it again now. Osborne over the top.
Oh, it looks as though he
landed on his neck. Oh, that could be nasty.
It's okay because Bernie Quinlan, well, he's sitting up and it looks as though he's got a severe headache. Let's hope that's all it is,
Yeah,
Pete.
that's right.
Actually, watching the replay, it could easily have been a free kick to Quinlan.
Mackesy, short pass. No, it's actually a little bit too long for Browning. McIver gets it back to Rendell. He's too slow. Good tackling by the Swans, and as we mentioned earlier, the tackling at both sides today very, very good. Hawke, probably the Swans' best player on centre wing. To Browning. Browning's kick, as usual, long to half forward. At the back is Morwood. He played on for mine. Onto the right foot, and the steps on it. Goal is there. Great goal. And Tony Morwood putting it through for his third. What a great game of football. 6-7 to 7-5. The Swans by 4 points.
Wasn't a bad mark by Morwood either after all the others misjudged it, Bob.
No, as a replay, Hawke gets it forward to Browning, and Browning puts the long kick forward, and Tony Morwood judging it to perfection. And seeing him play on at that stage, I thought he'd made the mistake. Then a lovely goal.
Well, Quinlan's back on his feet. That's good news. I noticed Carter was holding his back too.
47 plays 43 now, just past the 18-minute mark.
4 points the difference in favour of the Swans. It's been a seesaw job today. There's Smith trying to get it out, but he got it out to Logan by mistake. Osborne misjudged that one. In goes Murphy. Goes down pretty quickly too, and the umpire, quick on the scene, will ball it up there down towards the Fitzroy centre half forward position.
So not giving any Touchwood Tiggy Touchwood free kicks.
Can I have that again, Bob? Can you run it past me once more?
18.5 minutes gone. 4 points the difference in favour of the Swans. Knocked out by Smith. Dwyer couldn't get clear of the packets. Osborne getting a hurried kick down there to watch Quinlan and Carter having a great battle. But Carter kept him out that time. That allowed Roberts to break clear away from Conlon. Sent it out wide, but Osborne should grab this one. He does in front of Dewey. And Osborne goes for a short pass. Clayton copped a heavy bump, but it'll be a mark and a free kick.
Good play by Osborne.
Against Neagle. I think Neagle did the right thing there, put him off balance. It gives his defenders a chance now to put him back in business. Over to Logan. Logan's kick is a beauty and marked here by Barwick, getting nicely away from Holden.
Yeah, Barwick was a lovely kick of the football, and he'll probably kick from about the 50-metre line. The mark's on the 45 line. And so I would imagine that Barwick would be every chance of kicking this, Lou.
Well, we'll go along with you, Bob, there, because it's a beautiful kick, and we'll wait on the result now as he comes in from about 50 metres out. As soon as you give them a rap, they let you down. There's no doubt about that. He's put it out of bounds.
I didn't say anything then.
Well, I think the best thing to do is to keep your trap shut.
Well, you've got to give an opinion, haven't you?
I certainly do. Just on the 20-minute mark, that was a shocking kick by Barwick. Difference 4 points in favour of the Sydney Swans. Smith in front. Ball knocked down to Barwick again. Logan fumbles the ball. Williams juggles it nicely. He ran into a brick wall. Barwick grabbed him, but the umpire, rightly so, he had no hope in the world. And these two umpires doing a pretty good job here today. They're letting it flow along nicely. And it's an aggressive game without being spiteful. He had no hope. It's around his neck. So the umpire to ball it up just about 50 metres out from the Fitzroy goal. Williams again. Trying to do a bit of basketball. Holden with a good hand pass. Comes out now to Hawke doing a great job. Over it goes now to Murphy, but it was too long. In goes Bolton. Logan's there too, but he played that safe. Did he do that deliberate or not? The umpire couldn't see that. And it's out of bounds up towards the wing position in front of the member stand. Mackenzie got that one down. Goes after it again. Full kicked off the ground by Williams. He certainly has a go. Big Keen it is, and the ball. Oh, that was out of mark to Osborne. Was it out of bounds?
Paid the mark, Luke.
Paid the mark to Osborne. Quickly plays on, drives it up down there towards the forward pocket. Having a ball flying high that time is Barwick, knocked on by Condon. In goes Neagle. Down goes Neagle. Well, I don't know what the free kick was, but he must have got one pushing the back.
Too high.
So we're waiting on Neagle to take that free kick around about the back pocket area. The kick is out towards the centre wing. Flying high was Danaher, but there's a good mark to Healy. Danaher's been very quiet today, Bob, at centre half forward.
Covering a lot of ground, Lou, so
Healy from the right half back flank sees the ball knocked away from Bays. Oh, Osborne went in. Not much science about that.
I reckon both sides are going to be very tired before this match is over because they're going in. There's no big partners at all, is there?
no, it's a real finals game, this one.
And one of the best we've seen, and probably about the best conditions too. Knocked away by Rendell, albeit not very far. Clayton to Thornton to left half forward flank. Holden doesn't get a good bounce. Barwick grabbed and not in possession. Puts it back. Conlon, oh, spilled it. Should have taken it. Looked a certainty. And umpire Ross Castle will bounce it, as you can see, just off the edge of the kick-off line.
I think you called it right, Pete. It should have been a free kick to Barwick.
They all look easy up here.
They do.
The pressure makes the difference.
Mackenzie, Roberts, McIver. Out of bounds on the full. Free kick to the Swans. The recipient will be Murph Neagle. Been a great game of football.
So I can't recall you dropping those easy marks, Bob. Not that I saw much of you because it was before my time.
Oh, thanks for the rap on that one.
Good mark of Pekin. Lou was around with these two sides last played in the semi-final. That was in 1924.
There was play.
Pekin.
Not in that game.
And in front was Mackenzie. Bolton grab, picked up by Carter. Gets boot the ball, lobs it into the centre square. Morwood doing a great job. Morwood, he's playing well. Taking a scintillating mark. Leading out well, Bays. And he is a good footballer, that fellow. Bays puts it short for Roberts. Here's a chance for Kappa. Should go on the right, or will he kick it himself? Kappa for goal number 2. Is there?
You can play the part of Roberts then.
8-5-53. The Sydney Swans leading Fitzroy 6-7-43.
Well, as Lou called, the play of Roberts, and that's what the game's about these days. He came right down the ground from the back line, was calling for it all the way. It wasn't a great kick, but the bounce went to Roberts, and then he got the hand pass in, and Stevie Wright telling Kappa to play on. And from now, our other angle of camera shot, and right through it goes from Warwick Kappa for his second goal. And I think that's probably the most he's kicked this year against Gary Pert.
24 minutes into the second quarter, the Swans having their biggest lead of the match, and that's 10 points. That's in the back, surely. They will go to Fitzroy. McGrath out to Hinchin. Short pass to right half forward, chipping in, and a safe mark on the half-back flank was Murph Neagle.
I think you'd have to say that Neagle's on top of Dwyer now, Bob.
In this quarter he has been, and with 8 kicks and 1 handball so far for the game.
There's a chance for Smith, couldn't bend down and up, but backing up as Danaher. The hand pass wasn't too good, but luck's a bit of a fortune. It went to Murphy, over to Neagle again, and there's a pass. This fella's killing him down there at half forward. Morwood doing a marvellous job.
7.
Dwyer in a bit of trouble as we see Morwood drive it up there towards the full forward position. There's a strong mark.
Or free kick.
Actually, if I was David Parkin, I'd put Ruse back to centre half back and try someone else to let run around on Morwood.
That was Laurie to take the mark down there at the full back position. Goes wide to the member's side of the ground. Browning going after this one. Coming in to meet it now is Murphy, spins away nicely, a hand pass, a beauty over to Roberts. Roberts drives it up to Capper and Pert, but Pert's in a better position, takes the mark, and he's got it down there at full back. This is where Dwyer went down. He copped a pretty heavy bump from Hawke, and he's been going in pretty hard all day. The ball down there in the back pocket. Big Rendell. Rendell's kick falls a bit short. That's Mackenzie doing a great job, as Bob said, at centre half. Back over to Pert, back to Hinchin. They're messing about. Down goes Clayton McIver, and the ball finally driven up there, that time by Keane. Oh, there's a mark to Bernie Quinlan. He and Carter having a great battle. He's a long way out. He'd be kicking this from about 55 metres out, but we've seen Superboot kicking from further than this out, Pete.
Yeah, not recently, Luke.
There's the kick. Doesn't quite make the distance. Tui flies, couldn't hold the mark, taps it towards the boundary line, and it's out of bounds. So it'll be a ball up in that forward pocket at the 26-minute mark, only about 5 or 10 metres around from the Fitzroy goal, and the Swans are in front by 10 points. Ball back into play again. Knocked on again out towards Neagle, doing a great job, as we said before, in this second quarter. Hinchin got under that one, but he's got a chance to pick it up on the bounce. Big Smith goes after him, and down goes Hinchin. And it's out of bounds. Well made by Tony Smith, and it might have been the right move, playing this big fellow in the ruck in preference to Coleman and Ironmonger.
Well, he's done a tremendous job so far, Lou, and Tommy Hafey has shown the courage to play him, and Tony Smith has shown the courage out on the ground.
Umpire Peter Cameron has found a free kick to him too. I don't know what for, maybe for on the shoulder. Smith a little bit more mobility than John Ironmonger. That one's lobbed high. Bays, Thornton, Williams. Dwyer seems to have recovered okay, and that's good news for Fitzroy fans. One of these awkward looking handballs, but they're effective. Loken. Quinlan again! Carter with the punch, or a half-hearted attempt at punching. Not with the best way to describe it, but Quinlan again, good use of the body.
On replay now, Carter trying to punch the ball away, but Bernie Quinlan using his body to perfection there, sticking the rear out and making sure that he really made Carter reach all the distance.
Quinlan a little bit closer in. Oh, that's another shocking kick. So Superboot not living up to his name this afternoon, and Ian Roberts content to take the ball over the line in front of Osman. Throw in to follow about 5 metres from the behind post.
Well, Quinlan's getting on top of Carter in actual play, but his kicking's let him down.
He kicked a couple already. Quinlan contesting the knockout. Holden with Barwick. They might be rushed through for a point. Osman gets there first, just about caught. Now it's out of bounds. 28 minutes into the second quarter. The Swans leading by 10 points. McGrath kicks it into Browning. McIver. Browning again, content to dive on top of it, as is Carter. And it will be a bounce. So the Swans defending desperately in the time-on period of the second term. It's been a great game of football to watch, and from our point of view to call. 60,000 yesterday at VFL Park, and I think every bit of that here this afternoon again. Thumped away by Carter out of bounds. Not too much headway being made in the last minute or so. This one's really stacking their back line down there. It's Quinlan and Carter. Knocked down by Carter. And again, we'll see a bounce. See if you can get it out of there, Lou.
Okay, we've gone 29 minutes into the second quarter, and the difference still 10 points in favour of the Swans. A chance for Fitzroy to score. It's a ball up about 5 metres out from their goal. Grabbed by Mackenzie, played it safe and put it through for 1 point. So the difference 9 points. 53 plays 44 in favour of the Sydney boys. And of course, they're playing a lot better now than they did in that first 15 minutes of the first quarter when they looked all astray. But they've settled down and been, I think, a little bit more aggressive, but it's a very aggressive game. Both sides putting up a gutsy performance. There's the siren to win the second quarter. And at half-time, we see Sydney 8 goals, 5-53 to Fitzroy, 6 goals, 8-44.